I got to see New Orleans in a way I've never seen it before, which is sober. Because I was responsible for keeping Griffin alive. I don't know if you know this about my wife, but if you're in a new town, we have to go to the ghost tour for that town. We go on the first half of the ghost tour and come back, and there's like a 20-minute break where you get some more drinks. And Griffin drinks like 2 huge drinks. Then she gets weird. She goes to the bathroom, and she comes out like just wobbling. She looks like a fucking pinball. She's got this stupid grin on her face. She goes, I lost my purse. And I go, did you have it with you? And she goes, mm-hmm. And I go, did you lose it in the bathroom? Mm-hmm. And I go, well, go back in the bathroom and get it. And so she goes back in the bathroom, comes out, and she goes, I lost my purse. And I go, was it not in the bathroom? And she goes, mm-mm. And I was like, why are you so fucking happy you lost your goddamn purse? I have to now backtrack, see if she sat down and left it somewhere while we were on the tour. And so I'm like, what do I do with Griffin? Because I realized at this point she's gone. So I just stick her with the tour people, and I'm like, just stay with them, whatever you do. And I run around New Orleans backtracking, trying to find her purse. I can't find it anywhere. I go back. I find Griffin kind of like plodding behind them, like not able to keep up and just bumping into shit. And I go, well, fuck. And I also think that the tour is trying to get away from her. And Griffin's just walking into mailboxes and stuff going, mm-hmm. And so I go and I grab her. Yeah. I'm like, I gotta get you back to the hotel. So I literally have to like walk her to the hotel, and she's just like bumping into me. And then she like bump into somebody and be like, what? And so I finally get her to the hotel. She's really wobbly at this point. So I stand her against the wall, and I'm fishing the key out. And while I'm doing that, she just slid down the wall and slammed her head into the ground.
Oh, man.
And then I look at her, and she's covered in blood. Oh. She's like ripped her chin up, and she just starts crying. Oh, so then I get her into the hotel room, and she like runs into the bathroom and just starts throwing up everywhere. So I'm like, do you need any help? And she's like, leave me alone. I want to be alone. You know, and I'm like, okay, fine. And I just started watching TV and hanging out. And then like every 10 minutes I'd go back in and check on her, and I'd be, everything okay? Can I get you anything? And she'd be like, oh, please shut the door. And I'm like, okay. Eventually I fall asleep, you know, and I doze off and I wake up and I go into the bathroom, and she's on the ground, face first on the ground, and there's vomit everywhere. It's in her hair. It's on the floor. It's on the wall. Griffin had been drinking Hurricanes, which are those like obnoxiously red drinks. Yeah. So her vomit was like radioactive. It was like bright fucking red puke. And she did nothing but eat oysters the entire time we were there because she loves seafood. So I cleaned up bright red oyster puke.
Oh, man. I want to throw up.
I have to, like, fight her to get her out of her clothes and get her in the shower.
It's like a typical night for you.
Yeah, see, more so.
Yeah, and she's just laying naked on the floor of the bathtub. Just going, and I'm thinking, is she going to die? What the fuck? And so I'm like, can I get you anything? Do you need anything? She's like, I just want to be in the bathtub. And I'm like, okay. So she just sat in the shower. And then eventually she just comes into the bed, just laughing her ass off. She was like, did I throw up everywhere? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, ha, 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 ha. And then she's like, did you clean it up? And I'm like, yes, I did. And she's like,